problem all begins. Number one, this flashing here has a screw through it, and they screwed into the valley metal, which is really bad. Snow and ice gets in here, it freezes up because of the metal, and then it'll lift it. So it'll create a gap in that screw, so water's getting in through that screw hole that's come up. Another thing is, the stucco guy who did this made a huge mistake, and they used 1-inch foam, and you can tell it's just a hack job here. There's a hole here, so all the water that hits this wall here runs down, hits this metal. Now that this metal's lifted and there's an angle, it pushes the water into that hole. The water then goes behind the wall down and rots all the wood around the door. Another problem is this. The stucco should have came straight over from here with a level and stopped. And there should have been a metal kick out on an angle from here down to here. And this should all be metal here, because this is an ice trap here. It comes to a point on the roof here, so you're gonna get a ton of snow and ice sitting in here. You can't have stucco here. It'll destroy it, or it'll work its way in through all the seams and get behind the wall. It's just not a good application for this corner. It should be, stucco should end here, and it should be all metal, so no water and ice can get behind under these seams here. Well, again, as you can see right here where I drew this line, there should be a metal kick out on an angle that kicks the water out over onto the roof here, away from the wall. This stucco should not be here. The metal should come up here. The stucco should start here and go straight over and then follow the angle of the roof up. There's a lot of water that's going to come through this area. If you don't believe me, I'll show you where all the water's coming from and how much roof is collecting water to send down to this point. This is where all the water's coming. So this roof here, from the eave trough all the way up to that peak up there, all the way over to way up there. See way up there? Any water that collects on this whole area will run into this trough. This trough, hole right here. See this hole? That's where it's all draining out. Right here. It's collecting from this valley. See right here? And it's going down here. Back up. Show this angle here. It's collecting all here. It's coming down here, down to this corner. All that area collects a ton of water in a rainstorm. So if you have a little hole here, it's getting it. It's going to collect all that water and send quite a bit in behind the stucco. That's why we have a problem here. So what was happening, the water was coming down and going under the flashing and going behind on the wood here. You can see the water stains. I pulled off the secondary flashing, and underneath is the metal gutter, and it was done like this, so the water's falling over. So what needed to happen was, when the roofer put the metal gutter in, it needed to go up like this, so the water came down here and got diverted out. This is called a kick out now, but he needed to go up to this point and straight over, and that would have stopped the water from getting in behind the wood. It just needed to come up about a foot. So this is a water trap here. It channels the water down into a point. It's not a great design for a house, especially if you have snow and ice in the winter. So that means you have to put a kick out on an angle to divert the water way out from the corner at a higher level. From the best is about 12 inches, but you're limited to how wide the metal is for the gutter here, and that would have solved the problem, creating all that damage down below. Hi, I'm Mike Cicchini from CicchiniStucco.com. I want to give a huge thanks for everyone checking out my videos. If you haven't seen them yet, just hit the link below. If you liked or found this video helpful, please like, rate, and subscribe.